And then you go to the end of the psalm, and we'll work from the beginning toward the middle, and you work from the end back toward the middle. And I want to show how this works. So in Psalm 27, verse 1, what do you hear? In verse 1, it is, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life." What do you find in verse 14 at the end?
It says, wait for the Lord, be strong.
That's right. So you hear strength in both of those. In verses 2 and 3, if you look at them, David turns and he starts talking about his adversaries. What do you find in the end of the psalm in verse 12 and 13?
In verse 12, it says, give me not up to the will of my adversaries.
So there you go. I mean, so echoes are going on. In verse 4, it says, I'm seeking after the Lord. This one thing I ask, and this shall I seek. What do you find in verse 11?
In verse 11, he's asking, teach me your way, O Lord, and lead me.
So he's going to lead you, like you'd been seeking. Now God's going to show you. In verse 5 and 6, it talks about how God is going to lift you up and bring you in. What do you find in verse 10?
Verse 10, it talks about the Lord taking me in.
That's right. So we're getting closer and closer to the middle.